first Saturday in July. 2 precious minutes. 4.25 million rand. Saturday, the 7th of July. Whose time is it? The Vodacom Durban July, Africa's greatest horse racing event.
Welcome once again to all of our Teletrack viewers around the country. Welcome back to Gravel Racecourse, the Theatre of Champions, the classic room. We have a wonderful crowd here in-house for the all-important draw for barrier positions. But before we get to that, I think it is appropriate that we show our appreciation to all of our race sponsors supporting the 2018 Vodacom Durban July. Betting World, Samsung, DSTV, our host broadcaster and race sponsor, Compendium Insurance Brokers, Johnson's Workwear, the City of Durban, Tourism KZN, Bloodstock South Africa, and of course our headline sponsors, Vodacom. Let's have a big round of applause for all of those wonderful people. Without sponsors, where would we be? And then we have very special partners on the race day, Amstel, Hunters, we have GH Mum and Schweppes. And of course, our wine sponsor at the fashion shows and today, Terry Lynn, thank you very much for your partnership with Demas Fontaine Wines. Give them also a big round of applause. A very special word of welcome today to Yogesh Nair, the editor of Mercury, and Akash Brandio, the editor of Daily News, wonderful partners during the whole of Champions season. Right now, it's my great pleasure to call on Takalani Kasani, the executive head of marketing for Vodacom here in KwaZulu-Natal, to get the ball rolling for our all-important draw for barrier positions. Takalani, if you'd go and join Zane there, what you're going to do is draw out one envelope, and in that envelope will be a trainer's name, and that'll be the first trainer to draw for a horse, their respective horses in the 2018 Vodacom Durban July. So to get the ball rolling, open it up. And first up is Michael Alessi. Michael Alessi, who's going to draw for Abashiri. Triple Crown winners, a 3-year-old. You come behind the table. And there is 1 to 20, Michael. So every eventuality is a possibility for you. You could choose whichever. You just pull up the tag. Pull the tag. Right up, right up, right up, right up. Has drawn at gate number 2. Well done, Michael Alessi. Pierre Straden won't know where he is. He's so used to coming from the 20 gate. Michael, if you draw the next trainer, you can just put that on the table, on the stage here for us. And Michael, if you do the next trainer, just draw the next trainer. No, out of the hat, out of the hat. He's so nervous now, he's not quite sure where he is. So the next trainer is Paul Peter, and representing Paul Peter is Ashley de Klerk. Paul sends his apologies. We are, of course, drawing for the very exciting, majestic Mambo, who ran such a great second in the Daily News 2000. Ashley, it's all up to you, my girl. It's all up to you. It's all up. Draws 19. I wouldn't be phoning Paul anytime soon. But having said that, ladies and gentlemen, if you study the results of the past few runnings of the Vodacom Durban July, you will see that you can win from anywhere. In fact, draw 20 has won a couple of times in recent outings. Sean Tarry is up next, and we call on his assistant here in KwaZulu-Natal, Lorenzo Karim. Now, Lorenzo, you're going to do 3 draws, and you're first drawing for Liege. Draws 18. Liege has drawn 18. Phew, is all he can say. Next up, you're drawing for Matador Man. Has drawn 15. Your job is on the line. Your job is on the line. What about Tilbury Fort? Has drawn 20. How long have you worked for Sean Tarry? Not counting tomorrow. Don't count tomorrow. Just work it all out. Well, I tell you what, there are a hell of a lot of relief guys out there saying, thank God we didn't get our assistant trainer to draw for us. Jeff Woodruff. And drawing for Jeff, he's specially asked for Mr. Simon Turner to come and do the honours for Secret Potion, winner of the Oaks and third in the Fillies Classic. Secret Potion. They're watching you. They're watching every move you're making, Simon. They're watching every move you're making. Has drawn at gate number 11, right in the middle. I'm sure Jeff will be delighted with that. Simon, if you draw the next trainer for us. Thank you, Simon. Give Simon a nice big round of applause representing the Jeff Woodruff stable. Well, he eventually had to come out. Justin Snaith. He's got 5 runners, and he's drawing, first of all, for the anti-post favourite, African Night Sky. You've still got 16, I think, out there somewhere, and 17, Justin, so beware. This could have a major influence on the betting tomorrow. He has drawn at gate number 10. I'm sure he's quite happy with that. So African Night Sky draws 10. Elusive Silver races in the colours of Ken Truter, big partnership there. Elusive Silver has drawn 14. Elusive Silver drawn 14. Now we move on to Star Express. Star Express is moved to the other side. Is drawn at gate number 9. Star Express, gate number 9. Do it again. Are you doing them all? Do you want no, he carries on. The owners have said no. Do it again is drawn at gate number 16. Are you sure you were happy with delegating that responsibility to Justin? And then finally, Justin is drawing for Made to Conquer, that races in the colours of one of our most valued sponsors, and Made to Conquer is drawn at gate number 12. These guys are finding all the outside gates. You don't know how lucky you were, Michael Alessi, to pick out the number 2 gate. So, Justin has drawn the next trainer, and that is Mike de Kock. He's got 1 runner, and once again we call on Ashley de Klerk to see if she can do better for Mike than she did for Paul Peter, who's not got you on his Christmas card list any longer. Yakin, Fast Emperor has drawn at gate number 7. I'm sure Mike de Kock and Randall Simons will be pleased with that. The fast improving 3-year-old son of Teofilo, who's won 4 out of 6, including the Jubilee Stakes in its last run. Glenn Kotson is up next, and Hugo Hutton, great to have Hugo in town with us, is going to do the draw for both Gold Standard and Pack Leader. He owns both, the first mentioned in partnership with Drakenstein Stud. Hugo, you just go there. Now, your choices are becoming more limited, but there are a great deal of low numbers in there. Great deal of low numbers. And Gold Standard is drawn at gate number 6. Number 6 for Gold Standard. Now, Pack Leader, who might well get a run. Last year we saw the reserve runner coming in. And Pack Leader has drawn at gate number 17. So the rest of you can rest quite easy now, because I think the majority of the big numbers are out. And next up is Brett Crawford for White River. Nice to have Brett here and Corne Offer. Corne rides White River in the big race. Done a wonderful job for the stable. Has drawn at gate number 13. 13, the recently gelded White River is drawn at gate number 13. Right, we've not got too many to go, and I think that Dave McLean is resting quite easy, as is Paul Lafferty, because you can work out more or less what your range is. Paul Lafferty for Dark Moon Rising. He's kind of pleased that he wasn't called up first. When you draw wide out of there, sometimes it helps you to draw inside. Come around the back, Paul. Come around the back. We want you to face the television cameras. We want you to face the television cameras. Dark Moon Rising has drawn at gate number 3. Dark Moon Rising, gate number 3, Warren Kennedy, the rider. And next out is Duncan Howes, Kathy Howes. Dave McLean, lovely to have you here. Kathy's coming to do the draw. And I think she's resting quite easy, because if I scan through that board very quickly with the eyes in the back of my head and going on memory, I don't think you can go too far wrong with this gallant 3-year-old filly who won the Daisy Fillies Guineas and almost lowered the colours of O Suzanne in the Willavingtons. Drawn at gate number 8. Fiorella, who will be ridden by Mark Kahn, It's drawn at gate number 8. And next out is Johan Janse van Vuren, represented here today by Megan Trott. Well, you've got 3 left here, I think it is. As drawn, gate number 1. Gate number 1. That was for Crowd Pleaser, who won the consolation race, the Betting World 2200 last year. 2 trainers to go. Robbie Sage has got the top weight Coral Fever. He's asked Glenn Cotson to represent him. Coral Fever, of course, magnificent year that he's had, culminating in his victory in the 4 million rand President's Champions Challenge at Turfentine over 2,000 metres. Can he become the 2nd horse in a row to win under top weight? Coral Fever, to be ridden by Musi Yeni, has drawn at gate number 4. And hopefully, if everything works out, it will be Candice Bass Robinson whose name comes out last. Robert Fay Derb is, of course, here to represent the winning stable from 2017. Robert, we're hoping that you're going to find number 5. There we go. Well done. So Rocket Countdown is drawn at gate number 5. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The draw for barrier positions for the 2018 Vodacom Durban July is complete. I'll run through them quickly. Coral Fever at gate 4, Gold Standard 6, Abashiri 2, African Night Sky 10, Elusive Silver 14, the Sansui Summer Cup winner Liege at 18, Star Express at 9, Do It Again at 16, Majestic Mambo 19, Matador Man 15, Fiorella 8, White River 13, Tilbury Fort 20, Yakin 7, Made to Conquer 12, Rocket Countdown 5, Dark Moon Rising 3, Secret Potion 11, Pack Leader 17, and Crowd Pleaser, the 2nd reserve runner, has drawn gate number 1. That might be quite ironic. Right, so obviously all 20 runners, including the 2 reserve runners, get a draw. If the reserve runners come out, or any other runner comes out for that matter, then the draws are just adjusted inwards. Once again, thanks to our Teletrack viewers. Before we leave you, we want to remind you of the magnificent betting menu that's on offer on the big day here at Greyville, Saturday the 7th of July. That is the Vodacom Durban July Race Day, South Africa's greatest horse racing showpiece. Race 1, we have a quartet maxi pool of 100,000 rands to get the action up and running with a likely pool of 1 million rands. Race 2, the first leg of the bipot, we have a carryover of 80,000 rands. The likely pool is 1 million. Race 3 is the first leg of the place accumulator. We're expecting that pool to reach 3.2 million rands. Race 4 is the opening leg of the mega pool pick 6, a 3 million rand carryover, 11 million rand guaranteed. We're expecting the final pool to be between 13 and 14 million rands. Race 5, the first leg of the jackpot, that likely pool is 2.3 million rand plus. Then on to race 7, the Vodacom Durban July Quartet Maxi Pool carryover of 1.2 million rands. The pool, 16 million rands plus. It's also the first leg of the second bipot. Then on to race 9, the first leg of jackpot leg of the second jackpot, 150,000 rand carryover, likely pool upwards of 2 million rands. And race 12, we have a quartet maxi pool, 100,000 rand carryover. The likely pool for the 12th and final race will be 1.1 million rands. And then we remind you, of course, you've seen the final field now. You've seen the draw for barrier positions. The betting opens on Monday, the 2nd of July. We've got the official gallops on Thursday in 2 days' time. We pay out on the tote. We pay out 6 places. We're expecting that pool to be in the order of 7 million rands. The win pool will reach 11 million rands plus. And the exciting news is that we are commingling with the French PMU. That's all the news we have for Teletrack from Greyville. It's a wonderful atmosphere already. We're looking forward to the July fever building up over the next 10 days or so as we head towards the 2018 renewal of the 4.25 million rand Vodacom Durban July. Thanks for joining us.
The first Saturday in July. 2 precious minutes. 4.25 million rand. Saturday, the 7th of July. Whose time is it? The Vodacom Durban July, Africa's greatest horse racing event.